what up, my good peoples? Hey, y'all. Welcome to another episode of the Convicted to Grow podcast. I'm your girl, Coach Tressa, motivational speaker, confidence, and business coach. And y'all already know this is the brand Convicted to Grow that will fuel your growth, your confidence, and your success as it relates to career, business, or overall life. And so, y'all, before we get started, if you are on the audio side, please make sure you hop over to the YouTube channel and follow our channel at Convicted to Grow. Just know the likes, the comments, the subscriptions are priceless to me. Now, if you're on the YouTube side, I need you to hop over, whether it's on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, any major streaming platform that you use. I need you to go over there too as well and rate the show. I'm trying to increase the audio downloads over there. But anyway, we're going to get started. So, first of all, how y'all feeling? How are you feeling? How was your week? You know, it's Friday. Happy Friday. Y'all know the last couple of weeks, I've been doing the solo stuff, the weekly stuff. And so it's been like y'all getting this real live time. Yeah, I'm still rocking the hair. Look, I ain't, I told y'all going to have to deal with it for a few weeks. I've gotten, believe it or not, several compliments, like it's different. They say about time you stepping out your comfort zone, but it is different. It is different. I'm channeling I don't even have an alter ego. I'm channeling something. But anyway, how y'all feeling? It's Friday. We done made it. First week in March. Oh my gosh. I swear I felt like just yesterday we were looking at December, and here we are already. So we're going to get started. And today, y'all, I want to talk about, look, I got notes this time. Y'all know I be going on a tangent. When I get in the zone, I be going on a tangent. But I said, let me try to get a little organized and structured. But today we want to talk about discipline. I tell y'all, I never know where I'm going when I do these shows, especially solo. I never know where I'm going with it. I never know what message I'm going to convey at that moment. I always say, Father God, let the words of my mouth and the meditations of my heart to be acceptable in thy sight. And so I wanted to talk about discipline because here's the thing, it's necessary. Discipline is necessary. And, a lot of times, let's just keep it real. The reason why some of us do not achieve the goals that we set for ourselves, because they can be realistic goals and we still miss the mark, right? But a lot of times we don't achieve what we say we're going to do. It's because of discipline. It is because of discipline. Because I thought about this. I said, okay, you got to set goals every year, right? Every year you got to set what's your vision looking like? If you're going to thrive in 2025, what does that vision look like? What are the goals that you see for yourself? Career goal, business goal, money goal, health and wellness goal, relationship goal, spiritual goal, whatever that looks like. What are your goals for 2025? Here's the thing. You can write the goals down. You can say, here's my goals. You can write down your action plan. This is what I'm going to do to accomplish my goals, right? But you still don't get it done. You still don't get it done. And I thought about that even for my own journey, my own story, because here's the thing. I feel like I am, I'm showing up every week for you guys, but I'm also a teachable lesson as in the making, if that makes sense. But I feel like we can have all this stuff, but if we don't have the discipline, because here's the thing, discipline is not about perfection. It's about consistency. Let me rewind that back in case you don't want to hit pause. Discipline is not about perfection. It's about consistency. Let me say it again for the people in the back that got selective hearing. Discipline, okay, is not about perfection. It's about consistency. You have goals that you have set forth at the beginning of the year, at the beginning of the month, at the beginning of the week, hell, at the beginning of the day. And for whatever reason, things don't get done. It takes discipline, boo. It takes discipline. Like I'll use me. I'll be the target right now. I'll use me. There are certain areas in my life, just over the course of my life journey that I have not had discipline in. Examples. I'm gonna give you a few. Prime example. Okay, my health and wellness. My health and wellness journey has been an up and down roller coaster. One minute I'm doing the right things. Next minute I fall off. The motivation ain't there. And it's crazy because, yes, I'm a motivational speaker, but even as a motivational speaker, I'm still human. And there are times where I don't feel inspired or motivated. Let's keep it real. So I say all to say that, my health and wellness journey has been an up and down roller coaster. I lose weight a little bit, then I'm in a standstill, right? And then I gain weight a little bit, then I'm at a standstill, and then I do it again. It's like an up and down, up and down. And I was like, man, Tressa, why you keep missing this mark? You did good, a few years ago on your own. You were doing what you were supposed to do. You were being consistent. You saw the momentum, right? Then you fell off. Then you did it again. This time you had a trainer in your life, right? The accountability. Doing good. Stop using the trainer. Fell off a little bit. Now you're back on the journey. And I said, listen, because at one point in time, you're going to get sick and tired of being sick and tired of being sick and tired. And so I was like, you know what? If I'm going to thrive in 2025 and be the product of the product and tell you guys, you got to be convicted to grow and convicted to change and convicted to being the better version of yourself, a better version of yourself. You know where you need to improve on in your life. Well, I know that I need to improve on being a better version of myself, health related wise. Had to, I want to be able to, when I get my physical in May that I do every year, that my doctor said, ooh, girl, your cholesterol numbers have went down. You ain't got to take medicine. Thank God, knock on wood, I'm not taking medicine now, but my cholesterol has been high in previous physicals. And the doctor said to me, he said, listen, if you just eat healthier, if you just lose more weight, your numbers will go down. I'm not putting you on medication right now because I really feel like you have the power to control it and get it down. And I haven't been disciplined. So this year I was like, you know what? I got to thrive in 2025 and I got to take my health first as a priority in my life. Simple as that. However, started first of the year, still wasn't disciplined. It's been football season. We just had the Super Bowl. My team won. Shout out to the Philadelphia Eagles. But, even after that Super Bowl weekend, I was like, and then we went, and then that following weekend, I'm going to tell you, on the 18th, February the 18th, I was like, okay. Had my moment with God, talked, whatever. The number 62, and I think I shared this maybe to a few people, but the number 62 kept coming up, and I'm like, man, I'm going to see if I can do a 62-day obedient path to my health, meaning that I don't want to have sugar. I don't want to have wine. I don't want to have the chips and the snacks and stuff like that. I don't want to have like these fried foods. I don't want to be going through the drive-thrus. Like, Tressa, when are you going to take your health seriously? It's going to take some discipline, which starts in the mindset. When are you going to take that thing seriously? Okay, so this is what I'm going to have to do. And I've been doing, y'all listen, we on day, 16, 15? But the day is March 7th, and I started on February 18th. Like, it's the little things. It's the small steps that I'm looking good, feeling good, creating good, more clarity, no brain fog. My body feels different. No, I have not lost drastic weight yet, right? Because hell, it takes years and years of eating bad foods for it to gain. But so I can't expect to just drop voila 40 pounds in a week stand. But however, I'm taking these small steps, the disciplined mindset, to say, no, not in this season, not in this journey. So like I said, I'm on this journey of, eliminating some things, from a health standpoint, because I want to see what discipline does when it comes to health. I want to see that. I know I got to be committed to my food choices. I know I got to be committed to working out. This is like when you see people at the gym, right? There are people that are so disciplined. They show up every single day at the gym, working out. Why? now it's part of their lifestyle. It's embedded. They don't feel like it's a struggle or a chore to go work out or go to the gym. I got a friend of mine, shout out to Q, that I remember asking him the other day. I said, "Did you go to the gym?" And he gave me this look like, "Bruh, really?" Like, and he shows up every single day. And I'm like, dang. But here's the thing. Even him has trained himself to go and show up at the gym every single day. Why? Because it's a part of his lifestyle. He has created a healthier routine. Why? Because here's the thing, with him doing that, now he's more defined. You could tell that that hard work pays off. In anything you do, it's going to take discipline. And then guess what? It just got to be health and wellness and trying to lose weight and trying to tone up. It's in everything. Prime example, entrepreneurship, right? It takes discipline to grow your business. It takes the mindset to say, I got to hone in on my brand, on my business. I remember when I was working a 9 to 5 years ago and I was just starting my business, because a lot of entrepreneurs, when they starting out, a lot of them are not just full-time entrepreneur. A lot of entrepreneurs are still working a 9 to 5, rightfully so. You got to pay the bills, and you're working this 9 to 5, and you're trying to grow your side hustle, and you're trying to grow your business. And here's the thing, because even with me coaching, I coach entrepreneurs, and 90% of my entrepreneurs that I coach, from a business strategy standpoint or a confidence standpoint, again, they're working a 9 to 5. And so a lot of times what I hear, and here's the thing, you can call it excuse or you can call it whatever, but they lack of motivation. They're not motivated to work on their business. The confidence is not there. It's just not there. The accountability is not there. The time, setting boundaries and creating a time for it is not there. So you have all these distractions. Because here's the thing. I remember, like I said, when I first started out, I was not disciplined in my business at all. I would go home, get off of work, and maybe for the first hour, after the 8, I got the itis. You sit down, you getting a little lazy, get a little sleepy, and then next thing you know, you find yourself on social media, just scrolling and scrolling and scrolling and scrolling. When you could have took that time to work on your business, whether it relates to content, whether it relates to writing up something, researching, whatever that promoting, whatever that was or is. And I remember, I'm like, man, I want my business to take off the ground. I really want to grow my business. No one knows about my business. And this is before Convicted to Grow coaching. This is when I had my staffing company. And I was just like, man. And I'm gonna be honest with you, it was excuse after excuse. I don't have the time. I don't have the energy. I don't have the money. I used all these. Now, to some of you guys, you may say, well, Tressa, those are valid excuses. You work a 9 to 5. True. True. Okay. However, we make time for what we want to make time for. Can we keep it real? If we can keep it real, say, go ahead, T. I'll wait. Go ahead. If I can keep it real with you, go ahead. See, here's the thing. We make time for what we want to make time for, right? We spend money on what we want to spend money on. You don't have money for expenses, for business expenses, but you got money to get the new bag or the newest shoes or some concert tickets or vacation and things like that. We don't have time. We like, I don't feel like, I don't have the motivation. But let somebody call and say, let's go to happy hour. Let's go to brunch. Let's go here. Let's do a cookout. Let's do this and do this. You perk up with the energy. Now, here's the thing. I'm not saying you can't live life. I'm not saying, not to always just be in this work mode, because guess what? Life is a journey. You live, laugh, love, laugh, live, whatever in order it is. It's still a complete cycle to living and laughing and loving, right? All on purpose, rightfully so. However, if there is something you have set your mind to do, if there is something that is important to you in this season, I always talk about the WIN formula, WIN. What's important now? Whatever is important to you now in this season, in order for you to get it done, boo, you're going to have discipline. You're going to have discipline. That discipline is taking those small actionable steps to create a new routine to get to where you want to go. You want to lose weight, right? It's going to take discipline to take these small steps by eating the right foods, by giving your body the proper rest, by working on your body, giving your body some cardio, giving your body some strength training, these small steps. The reason why I think for me and my health and weight loss journey, which is this is not about health and weight loss, but I'm using as it relates to discipline because some of y'all can relate. I think for me, yes, the accountability of it all, that was number one. But number two was that I was trying to do so much at one time. Like I was like, oh my gosh, I'm only going to do 1,200 calories a day. Oh my gosh, I'm going to just work out twice a day. Like I was doing these, putting so much pressure on myself for this goal when all it took for me is to make small drastic changes, just the small steps. Okay, well, let me just do this. Let me track what I'm eating so I can be aware what's going in my body. Let me just go and just do 30 minutes of cardio so I can build the endurance and the resilience, right? For my strength training and things like that. Same thing as it relates to entrepreneurship. Like it was like for me, okay, Tressa, if you really want you to grow your brand, you got to take these small steps. Small steps may mean I can't go out on a Thursday night on a happy hour with the girls or the co-workers or whoever. I can't do happy hour because when I get off from work, I got to go home and finish up my business plan. I got to go home and work on my website. I got to go home. Like I had to make these changes. I can't take a vacation with a girl trip right now because right now my money is allocated, yes, to my monthly bills, right? Things that's necessity, food, clothes, water, right? Shelter, all these things. But this extra money, I can't put that in a vacation right now. That money got to go towards my business to function my website, host my website, to promote, have marketing materials, to hire, whether it's a consultant or freelance consultant, like someone on Fiverr, which by the way, we have affiliate with them, but to really truly put the money back into my business, because at the end of the day, it takes money to make money. And so therefore I got to be disciplined even with my finances to grow my business. I got to be disciplined with my time to hone in and say, you know what? This might be a season that, yes, I got to stay in for a while. I can't be out here bumping and dropping it like it's hot and twerking and woo, 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 woo. No, we can't do that, boo. Not in this season. Not in this season. Because here's the thing, it's a distraction. Whether it's good, bad, or indifferent, it's a distraction. So I was like, no, I got to make sure that I am disciplined because I know what my why is. I know what my vision is. My vision is bigger than my reality, right? I say that all the time, but I had to tell myself, listen, Tressa, you want to get to this next level, it's going to take commitment and discipline. And here's the thing that I've learned too, that I want you to remember this. Even if you fall, you get back up. Don't beat yourself up over because you messed up a day. That was one of the things that I used to do. Let's just say I said I'm going to do something and I didn't do it. I would beat myself up over it. If I said I'm going to work out 5 days this week and I only did 2, I would beat myself up over that. I was so focused on the failure of not committing to the goal that instead of me shaking that energy off and say, okay, game time. All right, Tressa, you missed last week. You only did 2 times in the gym. All right, let's make it happen. See, this is what I've learned to do. I've learned to talk to myself. It's okay to talk to yourself. It's okay. You got to talk that life back into yourself and be your own coach. I was like, okay, girl, what we doing? What we doing? We're going to do this thing. We're going to do this thing. And here's the thing about discipline too. I mentioned it before about the accountability. That's why it's going to be so important that you have a coach, a mentor, or a community that you're in that can hold you accountable without any judgment, to cheer you on, to motivate you, to inspire you, to lift you up when you feel a little low, when you feel a little down, when you feel like giving up. You need some people in your corner to cheerlead you on and say, girl, you got this. Boy, you got this. I'm rooting for you. Don't quit. Keep going, right? And here's the thing. What do you do when you don't have none of those? Well, one of the things I've learned, I'll tell you guys this, and maybe because that's why I put myself out there, I post on social media as my accountability. I do. Start even with the podcast. You remember I said, hey guys, I'm not a SME in this, but y'all gonna follow me on this journey. And what did I used to tell y'all? I said, listen, every week y'all getting a daily dose of, this podcast as it relates to growth, confidence, success, resilience, all these things. I didn't put it out there for you guys to say, okay, every week she's dropping a episode. Now, granted fact, since I've had this podcast, I've missed 2 weeks where I didn't drop on that particular Friday. And I ain't gonna lie, y'all, I felt bad because I felt like I let myself down because I was on a streak of weekly. But I didn't beat myself back up. In fact, I think I dropped 2 the following week. So I want to encourage you, even when you at that place where you like, dang, I messed up, compassion. Same way you give compassion to everybody else, give compassion to you. When you fall, guess what? Give yourself some compassion. You fall, but you get back up. You fall, but you get back up. And even you got to get back a little slower. You got to get back up. You know, if you fall, that fall is hard enough. We ain't just popping back up, right? Sometimes that fall will cause you to sit for a minute and get yourself together and crawl your way back up. That's okay. But don't forget, it's going to take that discipline to say, you know what? I may have failed, but my discipline is that I keep going because there's a bigger prize on the other side. Anytime you tie your discipline to consistency towards your goals, baby, ain't nothing but success. Ain't nothing but success on the other side. Whatever that achievable goal that you're trying to reach, that promise that you're trying to reach. Go back last week or week before last, I talked about the process. Embracing the process to get to the promise, enjoying the process, fall in love with the process. But it's going to take discipline. It's going to take disciplines. Again, start small, build the momentum. Remember, I said something in the previous episode, like I'll be going back to my previous episodes. The little engine that could, I think I can, I think I can. I think I can until you say, tell yourself, I know I can. Building that resilience, building that confidence. Number one. Number two is the accountability. Having accountability. If you can't hold yourself accountable, get accountability partner. Get a coach. Get into a community, a mentor, anything that's going to hold you accountable to what you said you was going to do. 3, compassion. Having compassion for yourself, even in the face of adversity, even when you're faced with a roadblock, even when you're faced with things that you can't control, that is hindering, delaying, or pausing you to have compassion for yourself and some grace, because the grace is sufficient. And the last I want to tell you is that create non-negotiable habits. Non-negotiable habits. Whatever that's going to look like for you, you need to create a non-negotiable habit. If you say, all right, during this season, whatever that looks like to get to a goal, maybe you say, you know what? In this season, one of my non-negotiable habits is I can't have sodas. No if, ands, buts about it. You can go to a cookout, you can go to a party, and they got sodas laying around. You got to have that disciplined mindset to say, nope, that's not me, not right now. Can't do it, won't do it, right? So I want you to create what is going to be some non-negotiable habits towards your goals as it relates to any goal, health and wellness, career, business, overall life. Create those non-negotiable habits. And when you start creating the habits, creating a routine, it's going to be like clockwork. Going back to, like I said, with one of my friends, he goes to the gym. He ain't got to track his food. He has created this habit and this routine that is like natural to him to just show up. That's part of his day-to-day life in terms of his goals. Like, hey, this is part of what I do. I go to the gym. I love going to the gym. Because here's the thing. If you got to go somewhere, do something as it relates to like something, whether it's a gym, going to the gym, working on your business, if it's something that you feel like it's a chore to do, you need to reevaluate it. Reevaluate, like, why am I feeling like it's a burden for me to go work out? Why I feel like it's a burden for me to do content, to promote my business, to promote myself? Why do I feel like this? Why? Start thinking about that. Why do I feel like it's just this burden? So I encourage you guys, right, that in this season, here's a challenge I want for you. And I actually wrote this down. I want you to think about 3 non-negotiable daily tasks, whatever it is. And it's going to apply to me too. Because here's the thing, right now, I haven't been disciplined in writing that book. The book has been written, but I keep going through the motions of it got to be perfect. And I'm being honest. Like, Tressa, what are you doing? What are you doing? Like, you've done all these other projects before. What, girl, what are you doing? But I want you to commit to 3 non-negotiable daily tasks for the next 7 days. You're going to choose 3. Maybe it's writing 200 words of your book. Maybe it's spending 15 minutes of learning something new related to your business, or 15 minutes doing content. Maybe it's read 10 pages of a personal development book. Maybe it's 15 minutes of cardio. Whatever it is, I want you to think about 3 non-negotiable tasks. It can even be down to one of my non-negotiable tasks is praying and meditating. That's part of my journey. It's part of my growth journey. Why? Prayer, meditation, I talk to God and I listen to God. That is a moment that helped me before I start my day, right? To want to give praise and all thanks to Him, the all knowing, but to really, get me in a clear mindset for the day and command the day how I want it to go. That's how I do it. That's a non-negotiable task. Why does this play a part of my growth? Because it keeps me grounded. It keeps that momentum going. It keeps that sense of gratitude because I'm grateful for any and everything that I do. So think about 3 non-negotiable tasks that you would like to achieve each and every day, and you stick to it. If you say I'm going to walk every day, stick to it. Stick to it. If you say I'm going to do it every morning, stick to that. I want you to start holding yourself accountable. Listen, if you say, you know what, Trust, I can't do it by myself. I really need to be around like-minded people that are growing and winning and we're thriving and we're holding each other accountable. Then guess what? I invite you to come over to the Convicted to Grow Circle community. I do have a paid private community on the Circle app where we are committed to growing, committed to just really truly working on ourselves in life, career, or business. Every week I meet with the community. They can pick my brain. We're doing strategy sessions, accountability. You're promoting networking opportunities. Y'all already know. If you would like to be a part of the Convicted to Grow community, you can go to ctgcommunity.com. Try it out for 14 days. If you say, it ain't for me, that's okay. You're not obligated to go any further. But I do ask, come on in for 14 days. We are in the beginning phases of this community. I just launched it in January for entrepreneurs, leaders, professionals, coaches, consultants, anybody who say, Tressa, I trust your leadership. I trust your vision to be a part of this Convicted to Grow community because I need this right now in this season. I need to be around other people that's winning and thriving. I need to be around people that's not judgmental and that's want to see me win and grow and that I can bounce ideas off of, because you're not in this thing by yourself. You're trying to grow your business. You're not in this thing by yourself. You're trying to hit goals, whether it's weight loss, career, or business. You're not in this by yourself. And so I'm committed. I'm committed to growing this community. It ain't about, and I said this before, the quantity with me is about the quality. I want the people who really, that I said, God, this is going to be the season that I can impact them in some way, sort of fashion. Right. We got people from all over. So I'm so grateful that the people who are coming in to join the community, they're doing it with great intentions. And all I ask is that, hey, you come in, have a great time, be open to growing, be open to changing, being open to really truly elevating into that next version of yourself, because I'm rooting for you, right? I am rooting for you. Now, that's one thing I want you to do. Definitely check out the Convicted to Grow community. If you say, like, you know what, Tressa, right now is not the time, but I would love to get, work with you, maybe a one-on-one coaching session for strategy or get into one of your programs, send me an email right now with my schedule, being booked for a lot of speaking engagements. It has been a little challenging with, just kind of managing everything. I swear I need a virtual assistant. I swear I need an assistant, and I'm going to get one. I got to, but I do have coaching, one-on-one coaching clients that I coach. I do have, a select number that I do per month just so I can balance and not be so burnt out. So I do have slots for three more new clients. That is it. And so if you would like to know more about my coaching services and really want to work with me, just send me an email, or you can definitely go to my website. All that's in the description. So yeah, but so I want to encourage you guys. Listen, do the challenge. But I encourage you again, discipline isn't about perfection. It's about consistency. It's about continue to remember the why, continue the vision, because here's the thing. In order for you to go to the next level, it's going to take some key things. It's going to take discipline. It's going to take consistency. And I guarantee you, if you bundle that up, the results will come. The results will come. I'm telling you, I am a walking, living testimony. The results will come. The reason why I lost weight before, because I had discipline. The reason why I am thriving and getting contracts and corporate clients to come for me to come in and speak is because I was disciplined with promoting myself, marketing myself, putting content consistently, right? And now I'm getting booked from my social media. It wasn't always like that. But to be able to say, I had one lady call me today, literally. I was just telling a friend of mine, I said, oh my gosh, they want me to come and speak on April 25th. I just posted yesterday that I had gigs up until April 23rd. Now I got another gig on April 25th. I'm gonna tell you man, listen, God is good. Can we give credit for what credit is due? God is so good, man. He's been better to me than I've been to myself. And I said to say that she said, oh, I checked out 2 of your YouTube videos on your site. Whoa, you did? She said, yeah. And so she reached out to me. She reached out to me, and so I'm going to send her a proposal this afternoon. But it took me to be disciplined in my intentions of putting myself where I see myself, marketing myself. Yeah, that's a whole nother episode when we get into that. But to get again, it's about discipline. You want to go further in life, you want to go to that next level, start being disciplined in the actions that in the steps that you need to get there. Stick to it, hold yourself accountable, or get into a community, right? Eliminate distractions, unwanted distractions that will delay, deny, hinder, prevent you from growing to that next level. And don't beat yourself up over it if you fall, if you mess up, if you slip up. Because here's the thing, we all fall short. We all fall short. We are human. But anyway, yeah. I appreciate y'all. I love y'all. Listen, thank y'all once again for supporting the show. It matters to me. Make sure y'all give me a thumbs up on this episode. It all it does is just push it out. Thank you for subscribing. If you leave comments, I'm so grateful for that. But once again, I appreciate you guys, and just know this life is a journey. Life is priceless, and to some, life is short. But while you here on God's green earth, you recognize who you are. You step into your potential, knowing that greatness is upon you and on you and through you and to you, right? You continue to tell yourself, I got what it takes to win. In order for me to win, I got to be disciplined. I got to have that disciplined mindset to keep going, even when I don't feel like it. I got to have a disciplined mindset to keep going, even when no one else is around to cheer me on. I got to have that disciplined mindset to keep staying focused on the focus, and the focus is me, even when people distract me to go over here and go over here. Because why? Your vision is bigger than your reality. Your why supersedes what is in the now. Don't you forget your why. Don't you forget your vision. So I need you to stay disciplined. Yeah, stay disciplined. So with that being said, y'all, ooh, down with 35 minutes. Look at that. Look at that. I'm doing good, y'all, with these solo stuff. But if there's any topic y'all want me to cover, anything like that, just put in the comments. Hey, Tressa, I would love for you to talk more about this topic or whatever. I am open. I am open. Listen, we're growing together. We're going to grow together. We're going to go together. We're going to glow together and all those good things, right? So, with that being said, y'all, I love y'all. And until next time, mwah.